Welcome Reds, the home of Manchester United hot news. Man United's 4 reasons for believing Victor Gyokeres will join them instead of Arsenal. The race is well and truly on to sign Sporting CP sensation Victor Gyokeres, and Manchester United may hold the keys ahead of Arsenal despite being in the doldrums. Europe's elite are set to go to war over Victor Gyokeres' signature, but Manchester United believe they hold the keys to securing his services. United reportedly feel they have the edge due to 4 specific factors despite their woeful season and ever-wilting pulling power. Rivals Arsenal have urgent need of forward reinforcements after Gabriel Jesus suffered a serious knee injury, but Gyokeres may be a bit rich for their blood mid-season. The same likely goes for United as clubs scrape to contend with the Premier League's profit and sustainability rules, PSR. However, the summer is a different matter, with funds likely to be made available to Ruben Amorim in what will be his first summer transfer window in charge at Old Trafford. It's understood Gyokeres has a release clause worth around £83 million, a sum out of reach for just about any team in January. However, BBC Sport reported in November that Sporting CP would be willing to accept closer to £65 million for their player, with 10% of all profits set to go to his previous club, Coventry City. The Independent also cited the good relationship between United and Sporting as a second reason the Red Devils could be in pole position for their target. The clubs have conducted business in the past, with United most recently signing Bruno Fernandes from the Estadio Alvalade in the 2020 winter transfer window. Prior to that, the likes of Marcos Rojo, Nani, and a certain Cristiano Ronaldo each moved to Old Trafford via smooth negotiations, and it's reported United's willingness to respect Sporting's desire for Gyokeres to see out the season in Lisbon could pay dividends come this summer. Another factor in their favor is the well-documented relationship between the Sweden striker and United boss Amorim. It was of course Amorim who signed Gyokeres for Sporting in the summer of 2021, and what followed was one of the biggest glow-ups witnessed in modern football. Playing as the tip of the spear in Amorim's plans, the frontman went from 40 goals across 2 seasons in the championship to outscoring that tally in his debut campaign in Portugal. The Independent's report asserts Gyokeres would love to work with Amorim again, and it's perhaps telling that his figures have dropped off following Amorim's exit for England. Last but not least is the lure of Old Trafford and United, who have been out of sorts for more than a decade. But with that fall from grace comes the possibility that a resurgence could always be on the horizon, and Gyokeres may fancy the idea of potentially teaming up with his beloved coach to bring about that fate. Despite plummeting from their prestige in the Premier League, the reigning FA Cup champions can still attract some of the world's best talent, such as Leny Yoro, who chose United over Real Madrid last summer, and Gyokeres could follow in the footsteps of Swedish greats like Zlatan Ibrahimovic and Henrik Larsson by leading the line at the Theatre of Dreams. I am so happy. Almond lifts lid on Ruben Amorim conversation after Manchester United hat trick. Man United claimed a 3-1 victory against Southampton in the Premier League on Thursday. Thanks to Ahmad, Ahmad has admitted he is very happy to follow Ruben Amorim's plan at Manchester United. United were on course for a shock defeat to the Premier League's worst side Southampton on Thursday night, but Ahmad single-handedly turned the game on its head in dramatic fashion. Ahmad produced an equalizer in the 82nd minute and immediately picked up the ball for the restart. The 22-year-old urged the Old Trafford crowd to get behind the team by waving his arms, and the noise increased, which set up a grandstand finish for the 22-year-old in-form Ivory Coast international. In the last seconds of normal time, Ahmad fired United into a 2-1 lead, and he scored again during injury time after a Southampton mistake, which sealed a sensational but unlikely comeback. Ahmad spoke in the mixed zone after the game and said, "I feel very good, so happy to score my first hat-trick, especially at Old Trafford. But the most important thing is the win together as a team, because we need that confidence and we have to keep going like this. I'm trying to do my best every game. I'm trying to follow the system of the manager. I'm here to help this team because we need this confidence and want to win every match. If I score, I'm so happy. But for me, the most important thing is the win as a team." Ahmad started at right wing back for the first time since playing against Nottingham Forest on December 7th. Amorim has played Ahmad in one of the number 10 roles in the last few weeks. and he provided a diplomatic answer when he was asked which position he prefers. "I prefer both," said Ahmad. "Like I said to the manager, I'm ready to play anywhere where he wants me to play on the pitch. So I'm ready to fight, and I'm here to help this club and fight. Playing at right wing back, I know you have to do a lot of running. You have to attack and have to defend also. Maybe I don't have the same quality as Naus because I'm more of a forward than a defender, so I push more. I'm so happy to score a hat-trick, but the most important thing is the win." Ahmad provided more detail about Amorim's instructions. "I have to push. I have to go forward and be more aggressive in the final third and have the quality to score," he said. "When I'm on the pitch, I have to play free, so I'm so happy to have him because he's here to help everyone, and everyone is starting to understand his system. So we are very happy to follow him." But why did United struggle for most of the game against Southampton? "Sometimes we play good, some matches we play good, but especially in the first half we were not good enough," he said. "And we know that. We will be ready for the next match because we know we play against Brighton on Sunday, and it's a tough match. I think we will be ready for that game." Ahmad confirmed he would keep the match ball at his home to remember his hat-trick, but he wasn't as forthcoming when pressed on his targets for this season. Yeah, I have targets, but it's for me. We have to win as a team now. This is the most important thing," he said.